My name is Nicholas Cowie. I'm an attorney that represents condominium associations and homeowners associations in resolving their construction defect disputes with developers. One of the first things I always tell newly elected board members of associations is how they can go about negotiating proper repairs with developers and determining whether they have a problem that needs to be addressed before warranties expire. When a condominium is first created, the developer owns all the units, or if it's a homeowners association community, owns all the lots, and therefore controls the association. During that time period, the developer isn't motivated to go out looking for problems. Eventually, enough units are sold or enough homes are sold where control of the association is turned over to the homeowners. And one of their first responsibilities is to evaluate the common areas or the common elements of the community to make sure that the construction is okay and make sure that there's no major problems that could cause a lot of damage down the road while warranties are still in place. Because while your warranties are in place, it's much easier to get the developer to make the repairs than it is later on. In a condominium association, there are 4 warranties that apply that can either be asserted by the condominium association or the homeowners. Every person who buys a condominium, or a single-family home for that matter, gets an implied warranty. An implied warranty is a warranty that's made by the developer whether or not they say anything, whether or not they intend to make it. It's implied in every sale that a home will be free from faulty materials, constructed in accordance with sound engineering standards, and constructed in a workmanlike manner. No words need to be said. If there are words in the contract, such as it'll be built in accordance with plans and specifications, or it'll be built in accordance with the building code, those are express warranties. Everybody gets those in a new home. If you live in a condominium, you also, as a unit owner, get an additional warranty which also says that certain parts of your unit will be constructed in a proper manner and that the developer will repair any defects. And if you live in a condominium, the condominium association also has its own special implied warranty that says that certain portions of the common areas and common elements will be constructed according to sound engineering standards applicable at the time the condominium was built, and that the developer will correct any deficiencies. Now, each of these warranties has its own warranty period, but what most homeowners don't understand is that in construction defects that I deal with, the defective condition is there when you buy the home. A lot of people analogize to a stereo, whether you buy a brand new stereo and it has a 1-year warranty, and then you take it back to the store 1 year and a day after you bought it, and the store says, oh, if you brought it back the day before, it would have been covered, but now it's 1 year and a day, I'm sorry, we can't help you. Well, that's not the way these warranties work. These warranties say, when you buy this home, it will be in this condition. Now, if there are the defects that most homeowners deal with, like perhaps lack of flashing that's causing water to come in, that's already there, the lack of flashing. It's just hidden behind the walls and it hasn't manifested itself. So when the homeowners go to the developer and say, oh, my window's leaking, the developer says, oh, well, you bought more than a year or 2 years or 3 years ago, and therefore we can't help you. But that's not the way the warranty works. That is just the manifestation of the defect that existed. So the warranty is actually breached when you buy the home. You just don't know it yet. So you have this warranty period within which the claim has to occur, and it almost always occurs on the day you buy the home. There are examples where a defect will occur afterwards. For example, if you buy a home with a well and it's pumping 30 gallons a minute, and then 2 weeks later after you buy the home, the well dries up. That would be an example of a defect that occurs afterwards. But most defects occur on the day that you buy them. Anyways, all of these warranties have a warranty period and then a time within which you must bring suit. For the for the warranties that apply to every homeowner. They're located in Title 10 of the Real Property article, and unit owners are included in that. The warranties can be as short as 2 years and as long as 4 years, depending on whether the defect is structural or non-structural, and depending on when you discovered it. For the common element warranty, that can be as long as 4 years to bring suit, but you must give notice within 3 years, within the initial 3-year warranty period, and then you have 1 year to bring suit after that. Recently, the warranties effective October 2010, warranties for condominium associations and homeowners associations have been extended in situations where developers retain control of the condominium or the homeowners association. What was happening is that the developers were controlling the associations during the warranty period, so that when the homeowners took over, the warranty period had already expired or was about to expire. And under these warranties, you must give notice. And if you don't give notice, you don't have a warranty. And since developers don't give notice to themselves of construction defects, homeowners were taking over control with their warranties already expired. So the legislature enacted a legislation that will extend the warranties for a period of 2 years following following the date that the developers turn over control to the homeowners association, so as to ensure that warranties will never expire during the time period that the developer controls the association. Most condominium associations, and it's a rather common and prudent practice today, obtain what's called a transition study or a deficiency study or an evaluation of their community, but most people call it a transition study, which an architect or an engineering firm comes out and evaluates the condominium and looks for problems that may exist at the condominium, so they can be brought to the attention of the developer before warranties expire. A lot of times homeowners ask me, well, why do we need to get a transition study? Nothing's wrong with my home. Well, the reason is latent defects.